A flailing Immortals left in the turmoil that is a roster change. Taking 3 people away from that roster is certainly not going to be an easy task for them tonight. They do have their work cut out for them against OpTic Gaming, the current driver in the ESL Pro League here in the North American region. I'm here at the Xfinity Analyst Desk. My name is Stunna, and I've got DeBears, I've got James, and we have to bring it to you quick, fast, and steadily. Just how I like it usually. But let's take a look at these rosters, because right now, within the OpTic lineup, nothing crazy to see here other than, just on paper, these guys are nuts, right? Yeah,
they seem to be pretty good, winning matches, being #1 Pro League, doing all that good stuff. Magic Boy playing pretty well.
It's a real tough time over there right now. I'm kidding. These guys seemingly have a good system put in place. Let's take a look at this side of it, though, because the Immortals, though, are a completely different story, James.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, especially because Horvy's not actually playing tonight. Zach, the coach, is going to be playing another game. So this saga of Horvy not showing up continues. Destiny coming over from Tempo Storm. It was going to be SHZ with him, but now they picked up ZQK, who was on Ghost Gaming, who actually has the lowest stats in Pro League. So not a lot of good things to say about Immortals. I'm just hoping that this full Brazilian lineup kind of activates ZQK.
And again, I can't help but the pull from my man Zach over there, really kind of doing his part.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame him, right? Like he came on in like a lot of months ago, right? As a coach, you can't expect him to own.
Well, we're going to be going into Overpass first, so give me some quick predictions from you two.
I think this is OpTic's map, and I think they're going to just blow them out of the water. Say 16-4.
Yeah, it's a big-time op map, and they don't have Henny or KNG there, so it's going to be rough.
Work cut out for him. Let's take a look at Betway, though, and see what the viewer at home thinks that this one's going to pan out to be. Yep, that sounds about right. Immortals clearly not the favorite to walk away with this one. But nonetheless, the people that will be bringing us the action are ready to do just that. We've got Blue and Launders sitting idly by.
Hello.
Hi.
Howdy.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Outstanding.
Nice hair.
Thank you.
Who?
Yeah, that's the question. We'll never know. Anyway, it's time to jump into our next series here. And the biggest question, right, is do Immortals have any chance now against the newly reformed OpTic, who are coming into this one, made it to the finals of the CyberPower PC tournament last Saturday, and then yesterday winning the IM Oakland qualifiers for North America?
Definitely not.
Yeah, I'll just go right into that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tough there. Immortals obviously best team right now in NA Pro League, have been doing really well, and after like kind of an easy start where they actually put their wins together, starting to look like a real team, to the point that they piqued my interest in, and I really want to see them play against other more international competition just to see how they really fare up. But Immortals, brand new lineup once again. We've been here already, and even though they've picked up some like somewhat decent players, it's not even the best. Honestly, like it's not even just like they picked up the best possible players.
It's more just trying to keep the roster together.
Yeah,
building 5 players so they don't get penalized and stuff like that.
Yeah,
probably more than anything.
This is more like a freak show. Like we're paying to see how ugly it can get. You know what I mean?
Well, Destiny's gonna try to wrap Ra on the flank. He's actually presented with a free opportunity to kill Mixwell and Horvy too. Also finding one. Freiburg will trade here now. OpTic get a clean plant, but it's a faster retake coming back in for the Immortals at this point. Zach and HS trading blows between each other there as HS takes him down. Steel runs out of ammo, so he does have to hightail it back to the side tunnel. It's very low, however, so one more shot's all that's needed from Steel. But at the same time, HS got another kill. 1v1 to potentially close it out. Steel's going to make the push. HS dies behind coverage here, and now he's going to try to dive into the pit. HS goes spam wildly, and on the last bullet, gets the kill, taking down Steel and giving it to OpTic.
Anyone could have won that. I mean, Immortals could have won that. It would have been legitimate, but with that last bullet, that's kind of crazy. I don't know if he should have slowed down the rate of fire. Ooh, wow.
Wait to see that one, yeah.
You just take the life out of them. That's nuts. Wow. Oh, wow. It was more than just that. Super sick.
Yeah, so we ended up with a 4K on that round. And now the Immortals go just directly in with the usual aggressive CT buy here. Everybody
honestly,
on CZs.
If I'm them, I'm buying every round. Just waiting for that loss bonus to rack up.
Can only get better, right?
Yeah. I wonder if they've played at all. But 2 curiosities I have are just one where James mentioned that I'm not even. Wait.
What's up?
Who's on this lineup? Oh, they're not playing with ZQK.
No, because he's still in Brazil, I think.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed that. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I don't think he ever was in the States. He wasn't even playing for Ghost. I might be wrong on that, but
I think he played like half his matches, not on a million ping, but I might be wrong.
Could have been like a VPN too. He might have been able to try that. That would throw it off a little bit because he still has ping.
Never want to leave a trail in the simulation.
Steel and Bolts will move forward here, getting 2 quick kills. And I mean, all right, Immortals are making this work, it seems. Mixwell down at 1 HP, so he's a goner in a couple seconds here. And it's HS again looking to clutch. All right, that's a good start there. Nice little 1-tap on Horvey. Lining up a second one, or trying to at least, but he's down to 13 HP, so it's looking likely that Immortals will actually pull off this upset on a CZ force buy and be able to tie this up at 1-1. Let's see, though, if HS can try to go towards the clutch here. He's going to ramp up towards steps. Try to push himself out into the open, but goes around the corner. He's going to be spotted by Steel, and there we go. Immortals upset. Nicely done.
Honestly, this is the future of Counter-Strike, this team right here. I honestly believe so heavily in Immortals. They have this.
We just don't know yet.
Yeah, we just don't know yet. But yeah, here's a case for CZs. There's no better gun. But that long hit gets shut down because the spacing is pretty poor. They're really relying heavily on those entries. They might not have taken that round too seriously because that looked like a straight-up pug hit on long. But now they are buying up in response, even though Immortals had like quite a few players left. This doesn't really make that much sense. It probably doesn't make sense. Well, yeah, there's 3 players up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not worth it, but OpTic are probably just feeling way too confident to let this go. Okay, nice kill from Magis, though, to kick it off.
Zach will trade it back, however. HS gets very close up to Zach, but Zach will hold strong. And Magisk now going to be trying to move forward over here behind Sandbags. He's looking for another opportunity to frag out if he can. Saw the head of Zach. I'm pretty sure Zach saw him, however. Yeah, he's going to peek back out. They know he's here. Mixwell ends up being the sacrificial player, unfortunately. Gives Magisk another chance to peek out, but he still doesn't get much done. And Freiburg, he knows he saw him. He just got lost in the smoke. So Destiny is going to take Freiburg out. And now it's just Alu. 1v4. I won't even get close there. So there's the shutdown on the force, and Immortals will maintain the lead early on, 2-1 in their favor, and it's only going to grow here as OpTic do have to full eco.
So I obviously say that it probably wasn't worth it just because there was 3 players up on the previous round, so money-wise, they could look forward to winning, but not necessarily stopping a buy in the following, and in return, you know, they have to try to win with like such poor weapons, and because the Immortals have more money, they have like a really good buy to fortify that win as well. So they try to do damage. I think at most it would have gone Deagles and then hit up another save, but here they're going to do blocks instead of hedging their bets on both these rounds, kind of completely throwing this one away. And Long has been given completely up. I don't think this will be really easy to get into the site because, yeah, obviously right there you can see that's when they heard.
Destiny's going back now. Just a big trade of players here, so he gets only, where we go, there's the multi-kill. And Bolts comes in to clean up shop. And pretty quickly, the OpTic hit is now dead on the ground. And Immortals get through it in a very clean fashion, too, which is what's important here. You already have players building up to 8K on Destiny there.
Oh, OpTic going to buy up. 5 kills on HS already. He's looking super clean. Estonians, have you been watching their vlogs and stuff like that?
I haven't been able to check out the vlogs yet, no.
Estonians have such this like relaxed attitude. The HS was like deathmatching, and Mixwell was like, "Oh, you're always playing. You're a machine." And he's like, "Oh, it's because I suck at the game."
It's me IRL right there. Nice flash as well. Steel's going to be able to go out and gets the triple kill against Magisk, Magic, and HS. Freiburg only getting 1 trade onto Destiny here. And look at how heavily he's hitting that fight down to 4. Alu again, the only one left alive here with really a fighting amount of HP left. Freiburg just a whip of the wind, and he's a dead man here. So he's got to be very careful about the way he plays this out. And Nade rolls out from the bathrooms, killing Freiburg. And now indeed just Alu left alive here. And he even has to go back to retrieve the bomb from the side tunnel.
What the hell is going on? That was so nice.
I know.
Oh, and Alu with a bit of a flub too. That was really nice.
This is not looking like a team that got together like 10 minutes ago.
No, it's looking like they have the wrong names and profile pictures.
Someone's playing a trick on us.
It's the full-on bamboozle.
Well, let's see here now. As Immortals again on a full buy, OpTic just on upgraded pistols. And they're going to try to route down through lower tons. Destiny. Back out, and let's see here from OpTic if any of their players are going to be able to get close enough. Immortals doesn't want anything to do with this early play, though. They've already pulled most of their players back and away from this area. Bolts spots his opponent up on top there, brings him down a little bit lower to 38 HP, but they still have to fall back. Now OpTic is going to be getting ready to push forward into those bathroom scene if they can at the very least breach the site, get a couple kills going here. As if not, it will look very poor for them. Destiny holds for one, goes for a second and gets it two. Now looking for three, but finally he goes down to Mixwell. But Bolt's ready. He does some nice work there. A quick double kill for him. The second one is also very fast. Now Mixwell left alive. Really looking for that headshot, but he can't find the mark. So Boltz will get his third kill of the round. And that's 5-1 now for the Immortals.
Yeah, it's 5-1 straight up. Like, no matter how they got there, it's still really impressive. They also done a good job of staying alive, keeping their economy intact. And we can see here the spacing is actually still kind of bad. Late peek on the second guy after the first one leads. He was taking up space, though, being crouched with the deagle, so you kind of, like, want to let him work. Don't want to get in his way, but once he fails, you know, the peek comes out a bit late. The second guy actually dies last, which means the third guy, like, tried to help, but his second guy wasn't helping him. Teamwork probably not as clean as it should be.
Steele moving up there, finds the first kill.
Wow.
We do see Destiny getting dropped, but I mean, this is...
wow, that's it. They got the forward A control rewarded across the board. Steele with 2 kills. Steele's playing out his mind. 5 kills on rifle rounds already.
Just gonna HS looking to rally something here, but they're moving too slowly. Immortals know they have that massive advantage, so they just back up to the site. And they're gonna let these last two kind of fail under their own mistakes, more than likely here.
Oh, I didn't think I'd eat my words this hard. I wonder if, you know, it all falls apart on T side, but we can cross that bridge when we get there, I suppose.
Yeah, T side might even not really be relevant if this keeps going the way it is right now, with OpTic just losing so many players at the beginning of rounds, not even really being given chances to come back later in the round. So these last two are going to group up right outside of Monster, trying to make a last-ditch execute. They do have still decent utility, so they each have a smoke that they can use, but that would give it away too quickly, especially with only a 2-man team. So they're going to move it without this, just slowly crawl out. You can see the crouch too. And usually only see one guy doing this. To do it with two is a little bit risky, but oh, as they go in, there is a trade. But it's not enough to actually sneak all the way up to the site. Zach will close out there with the final kill, and there's the 6th one.
Yeah, pretty much nowhere to get out. Everybody from Immortals fell back to ultra passive setups once these first kills came out. And again, that Steele looking for that 180ing back and forth. Wow, on his way out, just finds that headshot. Takes some damage too. I think if he didn't hit that bullet initially, that right away, that headshot would have gone 1 for 1. And OpTic have actually called a pause. And it's kind of a tough conversation to have with your team when you can't even get into defaults to like think about executes, right? Because you're not even like, the execute didn't work out or map control didn't work out. You literally couldn't get out of spawn basically on 2 rounds. They couldn't go out to short control. They couldn't get out playground.
So, Immortals are having this kind of a lead.
This is where, have you ever seen The Simpsons? There's like the gif where it's like Mr. Burns, not Mr. Burns. Who is it? It's like the 3 sisters, and like one of them is on a treadmill, and she's like slaps all of them. I
don't think I've seen this.
Okay, well, we'll look at it after. But I think that's what I'm saying is I'm a pet should do that to OpTic right now. Okay.
The first words on that pause was probably like, guys, what's happening?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's like disbelief. Oh, they're gonna make this push happen again. No, no, not again. Oh my God, they do it again. And it's Horvey helping out this time. Oh, that was a great response from Freiburg at the very least. And that's on a P250, but that's it. That's the round done. And Immortals shut it out once more with a triple kill, pushing into water from the side tunnel.
Yeah. And it was probably OpTic to talk about the follow-up here with the full buy and like, all the utility and stuff like that. But another clean round means we're actually approaching Renegade's territory of having over 10K or like maybe 16K apiece on all 5 players.
So does that mean OpTic is gonna just win most of the second half again?
Yeah, OpTic come back and lose in triple OT. Oh, there's only one person at B. Oh man, Zach's got a lot of work to do.
So finally OpTic gets right this time due to Immortals playing around a little with their back control. Zach caught switching out there, might have had a misclick or two, so that is going to lead to his death. And the full site under the control of OpTic now. Immortals will start to rotate in, but they unfortunately don't have a whole lot of angles to play off of here. You have one guy coming in on a complete flank through Monster. That was a nice little bounce there. However, besides that, everyone else is coming in for the A site.
Yeah, the Monster flank is really big though. I mean, if the guys here can get kills, and this is a bad smoke, so they'll peek in front of it, and someone might peek them.
It might actually be to try and get someone to peek out though. Highly doubt it, but Steel's going to swing around the corner here. And, well, the bad fake does play into the odds of OpTic. As we can see them shutting it down. Steel only getting that 1 kill, and afterwards they quickly shut out everyone else. The flank, unfortunately, doesn't accomplish much either. OpTic secure a second, finally.
Yeah, overall, great. Great in the afterplan to be surrounded like that and still survive with 3 players. You know, OpTic are within 5, which is pretty steep considering Immortals have a lot of money to buy still. But yeah, it's good awareness right here in the op shot, and the last one to close it out on Horvey. I wonder what possessed Immortals to go for like the heavy A stack one more time. B usually the harder site to hold, easier, or oh, nice kill.
Horvey goes in, is able to get one, just trades back and forth right now. Neither team having a huge amount of control. OpTic. Yeah, it's a really good nade that goes back. It looks like they're able to dodge most of the damage, and now, because Zach had so much focus on that back platform there, HS just walks right up on the sidewalk, taking him out of the fight. And now securing the plant here for OpTic. Bolts, though, already knows that Freiburg is still hiding out at safe plant somewhere and can't take him down right now. Destiny also trying to flank back in through construction here as he's got that position behind sandbags. They're ready to move in. They do have a smoke on Bolts. I don't think they're going to use it, however.
Freiburg just sitting on default.
Oh, knows there's someone coming in for construction. Bolts did have some success, though. Hits the first kill, but Alu shuts them both down. And there's a third round now for OpTic.
That's really kind of sad. It's just that on the B site hold, Zach had an opportunity to get an extra kill. I'm surprised that Nate didn't get another kill as well. That could have been the round. Very important kill from Alu. If he doesn't get that first one, then Destiny is able to wrap around the site, and they can literally have a 2-on-1 versus someone in pit from the best angles possible. So they avoided that disaster with some good awareness once again. And it looks like OpTic are back on track. Still going to have at least one more buy, I think, from Immortals, even if they lose here, but much better position to be in.
Maybe 2, actually.
Maybe 2.
I think someone still has AK, so.
It's buying for the whole squad.
Yeah, OpTic going to play much slower this time, however, as they go back for playground control instead of just continuing to rush B. Immortals, however.
Is this boost for the door? Oh.
Where at?
I thought this was a boost.
Oh, yeah.
Where is the extra player?
No, it is a boost.
Oh, it is a boost.
Yeah.
It's just in the pit. I see.
Yeah.
Why is he boosting in the pit from there? Was he not right behind us?
I guess they were just scared of there being another fast B execute, so they wanted to have him up on top there so we could kill players coming out of Monster quicker, maybe?
Yeah.
That'd be my best guess.
It seems like a bit of a waste of a player. Because you could jump on the back and say, I don't know.
Destiny is going to find the first kill this round, however, and OpTic actually do end up rounding back downstairs and going for the B. So we're going to see how well this works out for them as nice shot. Picks off one. They don't even see where it's coming from either. This works brilliantly. Look, he even hits the third player too. Brings him down to 11 HP. He's only alive, but Magisk not only trades that kill out, but kills the player that was no! He walked into the molly. I think it spread at the very last second there, and that's going to let Horvey go in, get the kill with the molly, and then take down Alu too.
He was a turret. That's the literal definition of a turret, to see Steel up there. I thought Steel was boosted in pit behind the site. I was confused because he was scoped in. So yes, okay, this is making a little more sense. That's actually a ridiculous shot. That last one, only being able to see the head. Steel's got something to prove right now.
If they can make this work, that would be very impressive. I think it'd even just win the one map, really.
Yeah.
We've had a couple slip-ups already with this team, and well, this would be no exception. This was the map where Splice almost upset them too a couple weeks ago. So it's going to be a very slow start again for OpTic. You can see Magisk just the slow crawl through a monster. He's got a teammate behind him that's going full speed though, so they're going to make a lot of noise on the way in. They don't have anyone on the platform, however, so they're not going to hear any of that. Obviously, they know it's here now, but on the way in, Zach is going to be able to take down HS, trying to push out through construction. They go for the quick plants. They get that money at the very least. Ball now down on the ground. Alu getting the kill on Destiny reignites the possibility for a win here for OpTic. But as soon as these smokes go away, this becomes a bad situation. Horvey and Toxic spams in. He does great damage, but no kill just yet. Steel has better luck. Moves in and takes down Freiburg. Now Horvey really wants the completion on the kill. He's going to get it. Spins over, and Alu jumped for whatever reason there. So Horvey's actually going to be able to get that kill, too. Now they're on the defuse. Mixel was trained on that angle, ready to kill whoever tried to defuse. But Zach takes him down anyway, and they're going to be able to defuse that bomb. There's plenty of time left over. Now 9-3 over OpTic.
You got to appreciate that patience, considering how long he must have lined that up for. But that round, I think that round brought to you in part by a mouse wheel.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. No, that was definitely a mouse wheel.
Yeah. I wonder if that'll be a problem, like in esports in 2050. You know, it's just been 15 years of mouse wheel jumping.
We found the solution.
Have we?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh,
2050.
2050 might be the year. Yeah.
We'll have
oh my.
Oh wow, that flash just completely destroys them.
Dude, they're so wrecked. They have two.
There's no way they're getting anything done here. Wow, just completely.
Look how many bodies are in the tunnel.
Fish in a barrel.
Is that supposed to be hard or easy?
You saw that video too?
No.
That one YouTube video where the German guy is just.
No, because the saying implies that it's supposed to be hard, right?
No, it's easy.
It's easy.
They're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just they're in a barrel. Like you can just reach down and grab them.
Oh, okay. So, okay, that's easy.
Yeah.
No, there was another saying actually. I messed up.
Yeah, fish in a barrel is to imply.
Simple. What was the video? You watched some dude on YouTube.
It's some German dude that like talks about the saying, and it's just like how it doesn't make sense about like why is there fish in a barrel first of all.
Why are you shooting holes in this barrel?
yeah. Let's see here. Full buy again for both teams. OpTic still fighting from the backside. However, they need to try and get at least up to 5 here. That's going to be workable in the second half with them switching to CT side. If they end up 12-3, the odds are going to be pretty rough here, even if their CT side ends up being tremendously better. It's a slow crawl again from them. You can tell they're scared almost to a certain degree of what exactly Immortals are going to be doing. So they're trying to go with these slow clears. They walk right into Destiny, though. Bolt's even helping out with that. Alu does catch a trade, and Magisk as well is able to move in there, I think from lower bathrooms, and take out Destiny. So they evenly trade it down to a 3v3. Bit of an awkward encounter at water, but it goes by the way of OpTic. HS taking down Steel. Now leave just Horvey and Zach alive, both splitting 1-for-1 on the 2 sites.
That rotate. I mean, that kill just tells them that B's open, and that just sets the round in motion. Like Zach's, gonna frantically rotate back to the site after hearing some of these nades being thrown without trying to make too much noise, because they technically don't know where he is, even though they are probably half expecting him to come out of CT.
Just was watching for, but he's now shifted away. However, they've got players in pit. Everything working against Zach at this point. We'll see what he can do. Just going to wait down the time a little bit since he does have a kit here. Try and play off of it. With the player evacuating into water, that just increases the time he needs to spend clutching this. Yeah, to walk over. Catches the player in pit far too late. HS completes the nice round there. 3 very impactful kills, including the very last one. And secures another round now for OpTic.
It's tough that that round hinged on 1 kill in water, though it is OpTic that won the round, which is good because, they're the ones that need to make this competitive, not the other way around. But it's funny how that one exchange, like ships in the night, they passed at water, and whoever got that kill really dictated how easy it was going to be to proceed with the win. Player at top of the stairs, not actually going down. They're giving up most all control, going back to that boost that worked so well for them at B. And are using, where's the op? Yeah, it's up here. Again, like a turret. They have no forward A control, however. Besides Destiny, I guess. Oh yeah, they've got a smoke on them too.
Destiny's going to back up here probably to the site in a second, though, or at the very least outside bathrooms by the can. He decides to push forward a little bit, though. So we might try to play this aggressively.
I think you have to. Those rotates are very far away.
Boost up on top of the smoke. He's got one of his own ready to toss out there. They're not going to be able to see him that close up to the smoke. Right now, they are trying to spot the player's dice box. They know someone's close, though, off with that, because they would have seen the smoke being tossed further back from the site.
One way.
Yeah, Destiny's still able to spot anyway, and it's a beautiful one-way. Look at this. He has so much vision down there if they try to push him, and they cannot spot him at all. Alu trades for 1 kill over here after they lose bolts. Freiburg is going to be able to take down Destiny when he wide swings out. So another even battle here, down to a 3v3. There's a flank lined up by Zach right now, working his way through the tunnel. So he's potentially going to be able to find a lot of impact with that steal. Just completely blinded, takes a wild shot, hoping to find Alu, and he almost hits it too. Alu will come out on top, and now Zach needs to get into motion here.
Oh my god.
As Horvey being challenged, he's able to hold for a long time. But Zach really just comes in for the cleanup there in the 1v1. He succeeds in closing it out, so that will secure the 11th for Immortals at the end of it. It's a bit of a surprise here now as Immortals have this massive lead. We'll see if they can hold on to it right after this.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
We are back again, folks. Everyone thought it was going to be OpTic cleaning up this new Immortals roster as they try again with a new 5-man team here. But it's been a bit of a surprise. It's Immortals completely dominating OpTic this time around. They hold an 11-4 lead off of the first half here in Overpass right now.
Very impressed by Steel in particular. He had those very, very impressive like individual 3K spray downs. He had that op round from the boost and B site on rifle rounds, which, you know, you can't ask for a more important time to perform, right? And that resulted in a lot of the rounds, the streaks they won, the ability to reset OpTic. Stealing it back with that simple like second round CZ force up as well was everybody pitching in on that. So, you know, overall they earned their half. I don't understand really how OpTic fell apart so badly, but you can definitely see points where it's like, wow, Immortals are hitting shots right now. So moving into the second half, I wouldn't consider this game over. I think it is like a reset, both literally and mentally for OpTic, and they can just think about the pistol and just playing CT side as a brand new game.
Well, Immortals are going to go very quickly into the B-bomb site, but OpTic realized what's going on, so they're also going to rotate very quickly into this site. And the flashbang holds up the hit by a long time, but right now it's all kills from the Immortals. Mixwell only getting one against Horvey, and now a 4v2, and Steel hunting in this corner too. He's going to be able to completely wreck both these players. Wouldn't have been surprised if he tried to go for a knife there, but just a quick cleanup from him. He ends up with a nice little 2K on the pistol, and Immortals will keep control by winning the pistol in the second half.
Yeah, and you know, what are you going to expect? OpTic will most likely force up here, you would assume. Yeah, going to buy down to nothing. This is like, it feels like we're watching like a jet-lagged OpTic or something. Or
just online tournament lagged at this point.
Yeah, maybe it's just, you know, burnout or something. But
I talked about that in the last game because I thought that was going to be a real possibility because like both those teams have played it. But if anything, it's really kind of kicking OpTic's butt right now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Because that was a solid like 10-ish hours of play, maybe a little bit less than that of actual play time, but about 10 or 12 hours of tournament play yesterday.
Yeah. And
then probably the same thing on Saturday too. So they've played, you know, roughly like 24-ish hours of CS in the past 2 or 3 days.
We need to increase salaries. That's what we need to do. Good flash outside. What a spot to be in.
Right in the open.
Right in the open, like hiding in plain sight, as they'd say.
Yeah. They do trade it back, however. Not only that, but Horvey gets the second kill here too. OpTic looking for that upset. Trying to do it in the same key that Immortals managed to do back in the first half. So remember, these guys ended up splitting on pistols.
Did they make noise?
What? No, I don't think so, but mop it up anyway. Horvey helping out there.
All right, let's do it. Give us a clip. Come on. Let's see it.
He's doing some
Saw
work
the shadow.
before.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got him lined up too, but not going to happen this time. Horvey takes it down, and that's the upset potential gone for OpTic here. 4-13. They're probably going to save here, but
yeah, I mean, if they don't save, they're just literally buying for the rest of the game. Instead, they got to take this L. HS, I think, in Alu looked sharp. They at least had a round that we could think of.
Yeah. HS more so than else here. Oh my goodness. Nade stacks early on.
Wow.
but it does like no damage, unfortunately. Alu, what is this? It does end up in the open here. Looks like Zach's able to maintain it. Same for Destiny as they close out on the rest of those kills. And Magisk, I think he's going to look for players going past him, but Destiny spots that. Comes leaping past his boundary there, takes him down.
This is so unexpected. This is one of the craziest, like, weirdest score lines that you would assume. And a lot of it off of the back of, like, CT aggression, too. Like, the playground pushes, the short B pushes. It's good that they're not playing scared. I mean, they still remember what you need to do as a CT on Overpass. But, yeah, but, like, meeting themselves halfway with good aim as well. No kits for OpTic, moving into what could be match point. Immortals, full utility. Map control with stairs, short B, uncontested. Long A control has been taken. This is kind of a risk because it's a big walk, but you know, not uncommon to do this. Now they do have a big flank that they could potentially capitalize on. Zach also gets crushed. He gets information, but that also initiates the B players into holding on to the site for dear life, and they can delay.
Immortals are going to quickly swing up over here to the site to try and get fast control. OpTic ready to hold on to it as their players just split. Destiny completely blind. HS. Oh my goodness, he doesn't notice Destiny. He was standing there for a solid like 5 seconds, and now he wraps around and gets a second kill and a third now as well. Completely decimating the enemy team, and now number 4, it's just like clockwork for him, walking through the entire site, killing every single member of OpTic. What are they doing? Just handing these kills to Destiny. Horvy's going to be able to move in and get the last kill against Magisk. The flank does absolutely nothing, and now Immortals go up, I believe, to map point now.
Jeez. He set up with that Molotov to push out to kill the long B guy. Had to wait for the entirety of the flash. It only worked in his favor. And then he just does like a lap around the site, just killing people.
It starts off as well with him getting flashed and forced to hide right next to the big pole. And HS just has like an open shot to kill him, but he never checks it, so.
Silver matchmaking episode 3 with the buy. Usually we only have that on, to be fair, we only usually have that when it's like a full buy, but people buy weird things, right? But yeah, here's a force up. Whatever you can muster up. Everything but an M4.
Auto shotty, mag 7, 5-7.
5-7 of all things.
Yeah. On Freiburg there too. He hasn't converted to the CZ yet on CT side.
I'm gonna dunk his head in water.
No, the 5-7, I've still seen a couple plays with it. It can still do some work. It's definitely harder than it was before, but. He gets a shot off, but no kill.
It's a straight up good gun to have in stairs.
Oh, Mixwell, however, uses the hole in the wall, or door, technically, to be able to spot out one player. Oh, problem is, oh no, they don't see this coming at all. Bolts pushes out from construction, kills them both because he had went into the site, and there you have it. They do it, ladies and gentlemen. This brand spanking new Immortals roster shows up and just absolutely destroys OpTic. There we go. They take map number 1 here on Overpass, and what a surprise that was.
Yeah. No, I'm still not convinced that they had the wrong display pictures and names. So I'd like to get that cleared up before we throw it to the analysts.
We'll check with the admins, yeah, just to make sure we had everything right on the UI there. But yeah, I mean, we thought it was going to be a quick map, but we didn't know it was going to be a quick map for Immortals there, and that's easily the biggest surprise of the night. So let's send it back over to the analyst desk to break down what exactly just happened there.
Yeah, so guys, let's talk about your predictions. Let's start with there and just kind of work our way. I'm kidding. No one could possibly.
Did I say 16-4?
You said 16-4 Immortals, and you said Zach was going to go off. Remember?
I mean, obviously, the Mandela effect's here.
Okay, so let's start with that then. Zach certainly doing his part within just standing in. Now, we don't know. Launders is talking about, it could be a mix-up of names, usernames.
Well, I think they won because ZQK didn't play.
There's a likelihood. Because statistically speaking, Zach is creeping close, if not a little bit by him, maybe, I think.
Oh, he's by him.
As
light years.
As a competitor.
You know what's interesting about that match, too, is that they're both going to be at IEM Oakland. Right? So that could be a matchup you'd see on LAN.
So they're saving their strats. They're saving their strats.
No, I was definitely not going for that angle. What angle are you going to go for right here?
I'm going to go for the angle, which is OpTic looks like they never had their footing in this match whatsoever. There was never a point in this time where you're like, you know what, OpTic can run with this. They've got some momentum. They can really get in there and do some work. No, not once.
Well, that's because Immortals had a lot of really well-designed CT push plays around the map that were like kind of next level, right? It's kind of like basic CT push plays you do, but then if you add like a little wrinkle or a little detail on top of it that makes it just a little bit better, which we saw a few times, then it can absolutely destroy a round for the T's.
Well, you do talk about those CT push plays. We're going to look at round number 5 because this is a perfect example, I believe, of that.
Yeah, so this is around when Immortals push short B and they do the Molotov and the short pipe. But what is next level about it is the second flash, right? Because all the T's want to look towards the pipe as the molly's about to fade, and basically they just guarantee getting blind by doing that. I think the problem there was HS standing in the background, right? Because he was probably the guy who was looking towards long B, and he immediately just looked short when his teammates take fire. So that was kind of, he was like a collateral damage there, but it was just a really nice play. What I'm saying is that you don't see that second flash come in right as the molly's about to end, and that's the important part. And I think that Immortals has a lot to offer in terms of that. It's just whether or not their next 2 players that they pick up can handle the pushes.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of flabbergasted here on the teamwork by Immortals, like with new members playing. I know Zach's coaching, but still, it's a different mindset, coach to player. And you know, they look like they've been playing as a team for months. There's this patience, crossfires, you know, waiting pop flashes. There's a lot of discipline. Or
an even more different theory I have here is, how can OpTic know what we're doing if we don't know what we're doing?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
I like that.
So maybe, for all intents and purposes, not applicable here, but it's still something to think about nonetheless. We're going to load up round 15 at this time and see another instance where Immortals are really just getting it done.
This is one of the a-holes that Immortals have been doing, and see Destiny kind of pushes up, trying to listen for information, falls back with the patience, going to kind of play around this in the smoke bench area, and right before OpTic comes right through here, Destiny will toss the smoke here, I believe, and then he picks off Mixwell. So it's a very nice one-way by Destiny, and it encourages OpTic to shoot, so he knows at least 1 or 2 people in the area, takes out Mixwell, and now it's kind of in a weird situation to where Destiny might have to make a move. He decides he's going to push out. As you see, Alo does get the pick off of Bolts, I believe, but Destiny does get 1 more, and then finally gets taken up by Freiburg. And it just shows that when this is all going on, my main point is Immortals, they don't look hesitant at all. They're making moves, and as we see on the small map, Zach is already pushing from behind, and if you're kind of a timid team, you're more likely to fall back than to push and flanking a risky spot, and Zach just went right to it, and he ended up winning the round for them.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're going to flank, it goes along with that one statement. I think it's like if you want to get rich, you can't bet like a... right? So it's like if you want to make something happen, it can't be low risk all the time.
Yeah. Scared money don't make money, I think is the appropriate terminology. We do see Overpass go in the way of the Immortals. You kind of got to wonder, is that what they thought was going to happen before the match? Like, hey, we're going to go in this. We're going to play these OpTic guys. We know there's some crazy stuff going on this side of it, but can we hold our own here? And then they come out, you know, just full-blown speed ahead. There on Overpass. So we're going to be going into Cash next, which could be a different story.
I mean, I definitely don't think that Immortals thought that was going to happen, right? Like when you're about to play a match, you don't really think about what is most likely to happen, because especially if you're going to lose, you don't want to be thinking about that. And if you're going to win, you don't want to be expecting to win. You kind of want to just go in and think about the game, right? But it is interesting that the Immortals, which are 3rd from the last in the league, beat the 1st place team by that margin with 2 very new players. Although Destiny did step up big time, right? We saw that quad entry on the B side on the first gun round of the second half, basically the dagger to the heart, right? Making it 15-4.
Yeah, I think with OpTic, maybe they came in with underprepared. Maybe they're thinking, oh, Immortals team roster shake up. These guys are shambles.
Wait, underprepared? They have I'm a Pet. That's like the first time I've ever heard like under preparation associated with his name. Let's not start now.
Again, how can you prepare for the unknown?
Yeah,
it's kind of like the wilderness, right? It's like, there it is. But we do see the current first place team in OpTic Gaming drop a map there to the Immortals in a pretty convincing fashion. But we will be switching it over to Cash now, but not before break. So make sure you're here with us when we come back.